It doesn't have to be summer for there to be a solstice. Just down Route 3 in the town of Kingston, Massachusetts, Solstice Restaurant serves seasonal fare out of a stunning space tucked away from the main road.
We're set far enough back from the road that if you were to drive by, you might not take a second look.
If you do make your way through the parking lot and up to the building, you'll find an old railroad station from the 1840s converted into one of the top dining spots on the South Shore.
Architecturally, it's one of the few buildings around here that looks like this, and I think it catches people's eyes and leads the way into what lies inside of it.
And while the space itself is nothing but elegant with its low lighting, exposed brick walls, and sunken dining room, the real magic happens back in the kitchen where all the attention is on the food.
Surf and turf Thai shrimp.
Owner John Cataldi has been serving city-style eats to the suburbs his entire life. He believes that good food starts in the hands of a chef.
I think some of the best restaurants always come from the chef first.
Chef de cuisine John Ricardo works alongside Cataldi in the kitchen, bringing an edginess to the menu.
I think we come from it from a different perspective.
He's a little more old school, traditional.
John can be a little more avant-garde.
We feed off each other, which is great.
It's a real collaboration between the both of us.
And that winning combination is responsible for a flawless menu, containing everything from the super light spicy tuna nachos served on crispy wontons to ultra-tender duck placed over whipped sweet potatoes with a pomegranate pistachio duck jus.
We'll throw an ingredient on the table, and then I'll come up with something with it, and then he'll take half of that idea and spin it another way, and then I'll take half of that and spin it, and the next thing you know, we come up with something that's a winner.
Even something as simple as a burger isn't overlooked in this kitchen, and that's because every element, right down to the seeded bun it's served on, is made in-house.
We grind our own meat, we make the ketchup, we cut our own French fries, we make our own pickle. We pride ourselves on that.
Since John loves to jet set when he's not in the kitchen, globally inspired cuisine pops up all over the menu.
I always get great ideas when I travel, discovering new cuisines and trying to integrate them into what we do here.
So he's taken Chinese bao he tried on a trip and brought it to the restaurant. Stuffed with karabuta pork and house-made pickles, these snackable sandwiches are served in a steamer with a tiny bottle of sriracha.
When we reproduced it in the kitchen, we just knew we had to put it on the menu.
And then there's the honey sriracha glazed duck wings, a menu item you don't typically see in these parts.
I think that's what's great about the restaurant. You can come and have craft beer and duck wings. Not many places you can go and get that.
The entrees are equally over the top for outside the city. The pan-seared swordfish is cooked perfectly and served alongside a lobster tail and a smoked chorizo sauce. And the cast-iron roasted filet sits on a chive potato cake surrounded by a flavorful red wine sauce with a bite-sized gorgonzola croquette on top. And while all this flavorful fare may fill you up, you gotta save space for the butterscotch budino, a cold Italian pudding topped with caramel and served with hot cinnamon-dusted donut holes.
There's a contrast where the donuts are cooked to order warm, and then you have the cold budino underneath it, sort of playing off each other, that warm and cold.
But no matter what you order, you can be sure it was made on site with love, and John wouldn't have it any other way.
We're here to put smiles on people's faces, so when you see that, it makes you feel good.